Try it now, Matt. Okay, give me a second. I only got 2 hands. Okay, how about now? Okay, hang on. Hopefully I can get the distance out of this. Can you hear me now? Okay. Can you see me on Dante? Okay. You have to use this one.
Testing, testing, 1, 2.
Yeah, we're still having trouble with YouTube.
Yes.
Okay.
I believe.
Ready to be interviewed if you want to do her at the beginning.
Okay.
And then we're going to dump her.
Does she know she's going to be done? Are we set to go live?
Well, whenever you tell me we're ready. You're gonna start doing the relay behind me, while you're talking, so you can tell them whenever about that. We have our first caller.
Hello and welcome to our CUMC Youth Water for Sudan fundraiser. And this is our first ever virtual fundraiser. Thank you for joining us on YouTube and Facebook. My name is Ethan Skeens and I will be your MC for this event. As a graduate of the CUMC Youth program, I am happy to help raising funds for this worthwhile cause. Our goal today is to raise $500 in one day, and to do that, we need your help. Now, I know you may have a few questions out there, such as, what is Water for Sudan, and why are we here today trying to raise money for it? Well, to answer that, I want to go ahead and talk to Connie Halpern, one of our favorite people and an invaluable volunteer with our children and youth. She's on her way right now, and when she gets there, I'm going to ask her a few questions regarding the fundraiser. Hi, Connie.
Hi, Ethan.
Hi, how are you today?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. So I just wanted to ask you guys a few questions about Water for Sudan, if that's fine with you.
Absolutely.
So first I just wanted to ask, what is Water for Sudan?
Well, I'll briefly tell you that some youth here at our church, we had a book club, and the book is entitled The Long Walk to Water, written by Linda Sue Park. And it is I might let Mia take over right here, and we'll answer this together. Mia, do you want to share what the book was about?
So the book is about a boy named Salvador who survived the Sudanese war. And Water for Sudan is a nonprofit organization to drill wells in Sudan for people who don't have clean water.
All right, excellent answer. So what made you guys sort of want to do this fundraiser?
Well, it was mostly because we wanted the people in Sudan to have clean water, and we wanted Salvador to be able to do that, drill wells.
Connie, would you like to give your perspective on this, or did she?
She answered it very sufficiently. Yeah.
All right, and so do you guys mind telling us exactly sort of what is going on today, and sort of how we're going about raising this money?
So right now they're doing a water relay. They have buckets of water on their head, and they're going to see who can fill their bucket the fastest. And then we have people sponsored over there. I don't think they've started yet, but they're going to dump water on people.
And part of the reason for carrying the water on their heads, we learned in the book, Mia, didn't we, that children in Sudan have to walk upwards of hours per day just for clean water to drink.
Well, it sounds like a very noble cause, and I want to thank you guys for, getting this all together and being willing to do this. Thank you for answering my questions.
Thank you. Okay.
All right. You're welcome, Connie. All right. And so without further ado, as you can see right over here, we are having the relay has already begun behind the camera. And right over here, split between two teams. We have the green team and the orange team. And as was explained earlier, they are currently carrying buckets of water on their head over to some buckets over on my right side. And then they're going to dump the water and then run back, and then that is going. And as we can see, two of the contestants have just finished dumping the water and heading back right about now. And it looks like they're going ahead and filling up the buckets right now. Maybe getting ready for the next relay. It looks like the orange team may have pulled ahead here. Oh, we got a runner. A very heated race going on here. It's hard to tell who's ahead right now. It looks like maybe the green team may be pulling ahead at the moment. Team taking a slow and steady wins the race here.
Drop out. You get too far from the transmitter. It's out in here somewhere.
All right, and green team has officially dropped off their bucket and is on their way back to their base. Orange team is almost there. And off he goes back to the orange team. I have not. Do we have some pledges?
Yeah, we have a whole bunch. Do you want to just
Our first pledge is for $25, and it is from Susan and David Stone. Thank you guys for that $25. And our next pledge is from Ruth and Daryl Smith for another $50. Thank you, Ruth and Daryl Smith. And now we have a full $100 from Donna Lutz. Thank you for the pledge. Right start of the race. Thank you guys for all that you have given so far. It looks like the green team has pulled ahead of the orange team here. And the green team has dropped off their water. Orange team not close behind them.
go, Haley? We also have our water board now and then.
And just so you guys know that we are keeping track of this, we have a water board over by the church office where I was standing at the beginning. It's so over here we have our water board, and as you can see, as I stated earlier, $500 is our goal, and if we can get above that, that would be amazing. But again, $500 is our goal. If we can reach that, we will have considered it a job well done. Any amount reached will be considered a job well done, really. So to the office and go ahead and make a pledge, and we will read and your names and the amount that you have pledged right on there. Hi, Pam. All right, so we're going back here to our race. It's the green team currently filling up their bucket. Orange team is just about ready to drop off their water. And Mia returns. And our green team member is dropping off his water and quickly orange on their way to the bucket. It. And so, just really quickly, I would like to give our audience at home a tour of another perk of our fundraiser. So That is another benefit of the calling in here is you can call in and you can ask someone our home tank. Our first victim of the duck tank is our previously interviewed member of the church, calling in to make a pledge to have her. So we're just going to go ahead and wait for that, and then you guys live. Barbara Wilsey has donated $50. Thank you for the pledge, Barbara. All right, we're about ready to see Connie be dunked. Our first victim. The dunk tank works!
Oh, that's the church. Okay.
Thank you for your pledge, Connie. How was the experience?
Wet. Let's see, it was wet and it was cold and it's for a very worthwhile cause. I'm so proud of the youth of this church and the mission work that they're doing with this fundraiser today. So it's awesome. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And if we could back over to the relay over here, it looks like the relay has continued on. I believe the green team is currently ahead at the moment.
We have a text for a pledge. Kistler's for 50.
All right. And it looks like the Kistler family has donated $50. Thank you to the Kistler family for donating $50. And we have a pledge from Judy Crenshaw for $25. Thank you for the pledge, Judy Crenshaw. And it looks like we have reached the end of one of our relays.
Okay, let me go live to Ethan. Okay, Ethan. One of our church members, Steve and Holly Kunkel, just called to donate $50. So they wanted me to add that to the total today. Steve and Holly Kunkel.
All right, and you heard right. Steve and Holly Kunkel have added another $50 to our pledge. Thank you, Steve and Holly Kunkel. All right, so with the first relay finished, I believe our teams are gearing up for a second one at the moment. And we just want to remind you guys really quick that if you would like to pledge to the church, you can call in and have a pledge made. And you can also make a pledge to have one dunked in our dunk tank. All right, and it looks like our teams are attempting to. It looks like our teams are getting ready to empty their. Attempting to empty their buckets of water here. Seems they were a little heavier than most of our team members have anticipated. And they're taking it over to the grass here. We want to go ahead and thank everyone who has pledged money to the Water for Sudan fundraiser. So that you are pledging is going towards a good cause. And again, you can call into the church, pledge an amount of money. It will go up on our Water for Sudan board. And again, you can also pledge to have someone dunked. I would personally be using that every 5 minutes. All right, so our teams have finished dumping out their water. I believe they're gearing up for the next race right about now. All right, it looks like our teams are going to take a little bit of a break at the moment.
Okay, Ethan. We're ready for
Who is our second dumpy?
At Art Elementary. And Jacob is going to be our second dumpy.
All right, so we have our here. And we have our second person who has gotten dunked today. It looks like he's getting dunked again. Because Miss Christie, who you just saw spoke to me, didn't get a picture yet. Oh, 2 in a row. The second one was even more wet than the first one. Oh, we have a pledge from... It's a pledge from Kelly Vargas for 20. You are about to see your son get dunked, and it looks like you're a sport about it. Jacob was our thrower in the last dunk, so this time he gets a taste of his own medicine. Jacob has been dunked. Again, thank you, Kelly Vargo, for the for $20. Thank you, KT, for the $20 pledge. All right, and it looks like our teams are gearing up for a second relay over on the other end of the parking lot. And again, you guys really cool pledges that you have made so far. We are already nearing our goal. If we can get over our goal, that would be amazing. But again, thank you for everyone who has pledged so far. We want to go ahead and each team gaining an. Both teams have already returned to their respective home bases in order to get their buckets refilled so that they can run it over to the end of the parking lot again and then back. It looks like the orange team is, again, currently in the lead, almost at the end of the parking lot already. Orange team dumping their bucket. Heading back to the end of the parking lot. And the green team has emptied their bucket and is currently on their way to the end of the parking lot. And we have a pledge from Shannon for $100. Dylan Skeens get dunked. Thank you, Shannon, for the $100. All right, so again, Dylan Skeens, who is the MC, is being dunked thanks to a pledge from the MC's mother. So it seems that we currently don't have a thrower just yet, but getting ready for it. Our Church Ninja. And we have a and Stilling for $100. Thank you, Hillary and Stilling, for the $100 pledge. And we have another pledge from Frank from Barbara and Frank Chu for $20. Thank you, Barbara and Frank, for the $20 pledge. And with that pledge and the pass that matter, we have already reached our $500 goal. We want to thank everyone for helping us reach our goal. Your money is truly going to a good cause. Here we'll be going for the rest of the fundraiser. And thank you to everyone for pledging. Thank you from everyone here at CUMC, and thank you from our youth. Most of all, I think I've seen their getting wet for your entertainment as a good cause. And we have another $40 pledge from Yulin and Maggie Ho. Again, it's $40 from Yulin and Maggie Ho. Thank you, Yulin and Maggie, for the $40 pledge. All right, so for our relay here, it looks as though the green and orange teams are still in the middle of their race. The green team is about to drop off a bucket here. And off they go back to their bases. Orange team almost at the end to drop off their bucket and heading back to their base. Race is nearly neck and neck right here at Camarillo United Methodist Church. Sun is finally deciding to peek around the clouds. And it looks like our next dunking victim is Pam Doherty. All right, so we're going to go ahead and wait for a second while we find a thrower. It looks like we have found a thrower. Never mind.
Wait till Christy says okay.
Oh! And just like that, we have another dunked victim for today. Oh, looks like they're asking for her to return back to the dunking seat. Looks like Pam Doherty is going to get dunked again. With another thrower. And we're once again, she is our dunk. All right, returning back to our relay here. Orange team has just dropped off another bucket and is currently heading back to their home base. We have gotten another donation from Dave and Linda Bratz for $75. Thank you, Dave and Linda Bratz, for the $75 donation. All right, and the team is currently on their way to the end of the parking lot here, about behind them. Green team has dropped off their bucket and is heading back to the other end. Orange team just dropping off their bucket and heading off to the other end as well.
Check.
Ready to refill their buckets and run.
Check.
Again, we want to thank you all here from the CUMC parking lot for donating so far. Again, we have already reached our $500 goal. Thank you guys so much. And it looks like we are at about $800 already. And speaking of money, we have another $20 donation from Nancy Hendrickson. Thank you for the $20 donation, Nancy.
Go ahead.
All right, testing. I have changed microphones. Is this good at the moment? Green team dropping off another bucket and heading back to their base. And it looks like the orange team's bucket is close to overflowing. So is the green team's bucket. They are pretty neck and neck. Orange team almost here to drop off another bucket. Orange team dropping off their bucket of water and heading back. And the green team is currently about to drop off another bucket. Green team dropping off another bucket and heading back to their base. Again, thank you all for the donations already. We have already extended far past our goal, which is truly an amazing thing. And it looks like we have another dunk happening over to my left.
The Ling family and the Sule family and the Ing family all donated to see Haley get dumped. The Sules, the Lings, and the Ings all donated to get Haley Sule dunked. And her brother has asked to do the dunking. So here we go.
And thus we have our fourth dunking victim. And we have received a donation from a George Ing for $25. Thank you, George Ing, for the $25 pledge. Orange team dropping off another bucket. And our next donation is from Kathy Belanger for $25, and it says to dunk Dylan Skeens. Thank you, Kathy. Or should I say thank you, Grandma or Nana? We have another donation to dunk Dylan Skeens from Kathy Belanger.
Oh, excellent. All right, we'll get Dylan up next. Right now we got Sebastian Soule.
All right, and now we have Sebastian Soule about to get dunked, and after him, we will then dunk Dylan Skeens.
Rachel. We're done. We're done. Rachel, take this to Sarah. We're done. Someone to bounce. Anyone.
And it looks like our orange team overflowed first. And it looks like orange has won for the second time, and we are getting ready to see Kevin dunked here. And Kevin Soule has been dunked.
Grandma just called and wants Haley and Sebastian dunked again.
Time to go water the plant.
All right, our teams are currently dumping out their water, and after they are finished with that, we will continue with our dunks. Thank you all for the donations so far. We truly appreciate it. And we have another donation from Rashana Alanity for $100. Thank you, Rashana, for the $100 donation. And she says to dunk Zoe and Samara. Zoe and Samara are going to be dunked. Yep. And then Dylan. He's a I think it's for sure. And we have yet another dunking victim. Yet another dunking victim for the chair. I would love to dunk Dylan.
All right, let's do it.
Dylan, I'm dunking you.
All right, I'm taking over for just a moment here because our MC is going to get into the action here. It's his brother who big bucks have been paid to dunk. So Ethan Skeens is going to be trying to hit the target to dump his brother, Dylan. All right, let's see if he can do it. Ethan. He was actually supposed to hit the target, but I think he's going for hitting his brother at this point. Woo! Yay!
Him to go next. His aunt called and wants Ethan in there. Do you want to do it now or later?
Oh, this just in. Your aunt called and she wants you in the dump tank. So we're going to switch places now.
Let's show Dylan. Dylan, it's your turn. We played sorry to get dunked.
You did? Okay. All right, here we go. We're switching brothers, and now Dylan is going to try to dump Ethan. Nobody has a phone with them, do they? pledges.
And Ethan Skeens, our MC, has been dunked by his brother Dylan. Thank you, Auntie Kim Williams, for your $25 donation and the request to dunk your sweet nephew. We have another generous pledge just came in from Sam Unjian, $50. Thank you, Sam, for your generous $50 pledge. Here, take these to Sarah. Helen and Dave Fowle have also called in a $50 pledge. Thank you, Helen and Dave Fowle.
So the consensus seems to be that the water in the dump tank is colder than people expected. And it's not a bad Southern California evening, but it's not the hot weather that we were having when we planned this event, I have to say. And there are quite a few clouds coming in. So it's a little cooler than we anticipated. So this is a little more of a sacrifice, shall I say, on our youth's part. We have had 2 relays so far. We've had, gosh, our list of people getting dumped is getting longer and longer on our board. And we're going to do a 3rd relay in just a couple minutes here. It may be the last one. We have to see if the orange team can sweep it. And I think we have some more kids that need to be dumped. So before we start the next relay, we just got a pledge to have Zara dumped. We have some resistance on this for the first time. The first person to resist being dumped. Uh-oh. The crowd has turned. The crowd has turned. I think I'm up.
As you can hear, there's a unanimous chant going up for Christy to get into our dunk tank. And it shall be soon followed by Pastor Elbert. We have many requests for Pastor Elbert. Our sweet Miss Christie has fallen victim.
Yeah. Do you want to go on that side? You're going to have the sun over here.
Okay, hold on. No, Dylan, hold on. And Christy has been dunked. I'll hand you back to Ethan.
Thank you for filling in for me, Mrs. Fox. And we have received an anonymous $100 donation. Thank you to Anonymous for the $100 donation.
Pastor Albert in the dunk tank. We shall see.
That's right. I believe after Christy, our very own Pastor Albert is going to be dunked. Christy has been dunked for a 2nd time. And we have another donation from a Linda Martin. Thank you, Linda, for the $20 donation. And we just want to go ahead and thank everyone who has donated so far. We have already doubled our donation goals. So again, we want to thank you guys so much for from here at CUMC, we have had to create an entirely new donation bar to accommodate all the donations that we have gotten. Thank you guys very much. And I believe right now we are going to have Pastor Albert in the dunking chair.
5 requests. Look at this one. $50. Oh, Dunk Christy, where'd you do that? Where's the one? It was like $100 in Dunk Pastor Albert. I just had it in my hand. Yeah, Dunk Reverend Can. Grace Can. Oh! See, it's from his wife.
We currently have another Dunk E in our chair. Another successful dunk. So I have been informed that we have more than a few requests to see Pastor Albert dunked, but this is probably the best one. A $100 donation from Grace Kim to see Pastor Albert dunked. All right, it looks like Pastor Albert is taking up the dunk chair. Getting ready to see Pastor Albert dunked here. I wouldn't call it the hot seat, Connie. I would call it the cold seat. It looks like everyone is taking turns to see who can dunk Pastor Albert first. And there we go. Pastor Albert has been dunked. Pastor Albert echoing the exact same opinion that I think everyone else has expressed today, with the water being extremely cold.
We have a play from Matt Saint. Yes. Pastor Albert, too. I don't know how much it was for.
We have...
Don't get up. See what I know.
To fill you guys in, Pastor Albert's children are currently dunking him at the moment. I can think of no activity, no family activity that is more fun or wholesome. That's it. Pastor Albert has been dunked for the second time today. And a surprise third time. Just a fine. And another one of the donations that we had that was already that has already been fulfilled was a pledge from Matt Saint, which was a pledge for $50, and it was also to dunk Pastor Albert, but I think we'll give him a little bit of a break.
All right, all right.
In the meantime, I believe we are crossing names off of our dunking list. We have another pledge from Matt Reynolds for $50. Thank you, Matt Reynolds, for the pledge. While the youth are currently taking turns dunking each other, I will continue to speak to you from off screen to say that we have raised almost $400 for our Water for Sudan fundraiser. Again, from everyone here at CUMC, thank you very much for donating. Thank you very much for putting your money towards a good cause. And thank you very much for giving the youth an opportunity to soak themselves. I'm sure that they enjoyed it. And we have received a donation from John and Carrie Fox for $25 to see their daughter dunked. So John and Carrie Fox's daughter, Rachel Fox, is going to get dunked shortly after the youth are finished. I am not sure if people are getting dunked for donations or if they're just dunking each other for fun now.
Although Haley and Sebastian's aunt paid $60
All right.
to see them in there.
Have they been in there?
They've already been in a few times, but yeah, not giving me the card yet.
And we have had a pledge from Amit Sule to see Haley and Sebastian Sule dunked for $60. Thank you, Amit Sule, for the pledge for $60. And we have a few cards here, so I am going to read them off in a rapid-fire round while the youth are getting dunked. We have a donation from Susan Klein and Rod Preston for $57. Thank you, Susan Klein and Rod Preston, for that donation. We have a donation from Dr. Ling for $100, and this is a donation asking to dunk Pastor Albert. Thank you, Dr. Ling, for the donation for $100. Another one. We have a donation for $50 from Susan and Rod Klein for $50. Thank you for the donation from Susan and Rod Klein for $50. We have a donation for $60 from Connie Halpern so thank you, Connie, once again for the $60 donation. And we have a $120 donation from Larry Hoops. Again, that is a $120 donation for Larry Hoops. Thank you for the donation, Larry. And we have a very special donation from Janet Kinch for $50 to have the entire media team working get dunked. It is from Janet Kinch. Thank you, Janet Kinch, for the $50 donation. I'm sure that the media team have heard me by now. But just to say that again, the entire media team working right now gets dunked for $50.
Here's Jill Smith one. 4 kids.
And we have a donation for $45 from a Jill Smith, calling for a dunk for Janae, Jeremy, and Jordan Smith. Thank you for the $45, Jill. We have two $50 donations asking for a dunk for Chrissy Van Kiersbilk from Bob and Kathy Firo and Joy Hart.
$50. Joy Hart and who's the other one? Bob and Kathy Firo. Here's another.
Okay, so Ethan, I have 2 people saying I need to go back in, and I will do it, but only under conditions that the media team has to go next, because they've been nominated. So you work on the media team. Uh-oh.
Audio's still working. We're still alive.
So, but we don't have any video right now?
Yeah, no video right now.
I want to go ahead and apologize. I didn't realize that we had lost video. We are currently having technical difficulties, but we have our media team currently working on it. So thank you to our media team for taking care of that for us. And again, I want to thank everyone who has donated so far. We are almost at $2,000 donations. Thank you guys for the $2,000 in donation money. Again, your money is going to a great cause. Thank you for helping us. I don't even think that we have room for another donation block on our board. So again, thank you guys for blowing us past our $500 goal. It truly means a lot to us that you are willing to help everyone here at CUMC to provide for children in Sudan. And we have another donation for $100 from Leslie Ling to dunk Haley Sebastian, and Zara. Thank you, Leslie, for the $100 donation. So I am currently going to describe the scene to you guys. Our youth are currently busy dunking each other at the moment. Yes, but I think there's
That's what they're showing on YouTube right now.
but they can still hear me, right?
If you wanted just to know.
So again, I apologize for the fact that we are have no current picture. Our camera has been taken out at the moment, so we are currently again working on getting that back online. Thank you for everyone who is sticking with us, and instead of the entire media team getting dunked, we have a Matthew Saint who is in charge. Who is one of the people who is in charge of our live streaming process, and he is representing the entire media team right about now. All right, and Christy has been dunked again. And our grand finale is to have Matthew Saint dunked. And so, again, for those of you who cannot see, we have already reached $2,000 on our donation. Thank you very much for $2,000 in donation money. We appreciate it very much. That is 4 times our original goal, and we still have a few more donations to read off, I believe. So again, thank you to everyone who donated. Thank you from everyone here at the CUMC. We appreciate it very much. And we love that you all have helped us to fulfill our goal and then some. Thank you very much. And so we have a few more donations to read off tonight. We have a donation from Janet Kinch for $50. Thank you, Janet Kinch, for the donation. We have a donation from Tina and Terry Burchart for $100. Thank you, Tina and Terry, for the donation of $100. We have a donation from... I already read this one.
Okay. Did we sign off?
I already read that one.
Did we sign off?
I'm not sure. I'm reading up there. We have another donation from Fred Phipps for $100. Thank you, Fred Phipps, for the $100 donation. And we have a Dorothy Bronzy for $50. Thank you, Dorothy Bronzy, for the $50 donation. And Kay Friedrich for $20. Thank you, Kay Friedrich, for the $20 donation. And with that, that concludes all our donations for tonight. Thank you guys for joining us. Again, we have raised $2,000 in our Water for Sudan fundraiser. Again, that is 4 times our original fundraiser amount. Thank you to everyone who donated. We greatly appreciate it here at the CUMC, and I'm sure that the children in Sudan will appreciate it as well.